Hello, this is Terry Johnson from the Marriage Recovery Center, and I want to talk with you today about reactivity. Something I see so often at the Marriage Recovery Center is couples that are so reactive. I will see the spouse or the husband say something, and the wife will roll her eyes. She'll go, and all this time, her husband is sitting there and feeling extremely unheard and uncared for. And then, of course, the wife will say something, and he'll just make this face, this grin, this dismissiveness. It indicates just dismissiveness to the wife. And this is what happens to couples that are just really disconnected, and they get to a place where they feel very unloved, uncared for, and just very, very unheard. And this is a very common problem that I see with marriages. And so I want to talk with you about, rather than reacting, there's another way to be able to process your feelings. Because when you react and you roll your eyes and you umph and groan and all those things, it's because there's a lot of feelings underneath that need to be addressed. And those feelings often you may not even be aware of. And if you're not aware of them, then you need to figure out how to process that and understand what is bugging you, so you can talk to your spouse about it as opposed to reacting. Because again, reacting causes disconnection, which causes an unhappy marriage. And so I want to talk with you about how you can go about really being not reactive, but instead using kindness and grace and really identifying your feelings. So the first one is figuring out what is bugging you. So it might be, you know what? I feel irritated, I feel frustrated, I feel angry, but underneath, I really, really feel unimportant and unloved and uncared for. And if you're feeling that, you need to understand what it is that you do need to feel. So if you're feeling unloved, you probably need to feel loved. And it sounds like you really need something from your spouse at that moment. Maybe you really need to feel heard and cared for by him listening and hearing you and trying to understand your feelings about things rather than just dismissing you. So this first step is really understanding what is going on inside of you. And the second step is knowing your value, right? Knowing what's important to you and what's not important to you. Those are really, really important steps, because once you know what your value is and who you are and that you deserve to be treated respectfully and kindly, it helps you to learn where you need change in your relationship. So if you know you deserve respect, and you know that that you deserve to be loved because you're a good person, then the next step after knowing your value is setting good boundaries. So setting good boundaries, you know that you deserve to be respected. You know that you need to be loved. And so there is going to be a boundary around how you will be treated. And when your spouse treats you with disrespect, you're going to let them know, that doesn't work for me. I can't tolerate being disrespected, and I really need to be spoken to respectfully. So I will be happy to engage with you when you're ready to speak with respect. So having good boundaries is also very, very critical in this process of reactivity, because you react because you don't have any other way or any other options. But when you have boundaries, it helps give you a way. You have a way in which to manage your feelings and how to speak what's important to you, to speak up and to have good boundaries. And the last thing is speak the truth to your spouse. God put us in each other's life to be able to better each other. And there's no one more that can bring out your flaws than your spouse. So sometimes we come to a place where we need to speak truth, but you can speak truth in kindness. You can be caring and loving in the moment of needing to share what you need to see changed. So you can speak with love and respect and kindness and let them know, I care about you, and it really hurts me when I'm spoken to disrespectfully. And it's really important that I be spoken to respectfully. And I really need that from you. So you spoke the truth in kindness, and it's well received. And when you react, your spouse just shuts down. They can't hear you. So it's really important that rather than reacting, you really try to figure out what is bugging you underneath that reaction. What are the feelings? What are your value? How do you deserve to be treated? Know that. And with knowing that, then you know what boundaries are missing. And learning to speak kindness and truth to your spouse in a way that they can hear it, in a way that you're lifting them up while also giving them encouragement and affirmations, and also telling them how you need to see things differently in your marriage. So those are all really healthy things. And if you can learn to use those tips rather than reacting, you can have a deep connection. You can have a kind of relationship and marriage you've been really looking for. So I just encourage you to stop the reacting and start the kindness, start the boundaries, and start identifying what's really bothering you. So we're here at the Marriage Recovery Center to help you through any struggles you might have. You're welcome to check out our website at www.marriagerecoverycenter.com and email us. We would be happy to answer any of the questions you may have about your own particular situation. So thank you so much for watching today, and have a great day.